Hello everyone, welcome back to Trek A Day. I just finished watching the Season 4 finale of Star Trek Lower Decks. And I think I can officially declare that I think this was the best overall season of the show. Lower Decks for me kind of stumbled out of the starting block, but started to find its footing through Season 1. Seasons 2 and 3 were both very good, and I think there were a few individual episodes that were my favorites in the entire series, better than anything in Season 4, but there were a few episodes that I liked a little bit less. It was kind of up and down a bit, even as it really found its place. I think Season 4 is the most consistent season overall in the show, and the finale reaffirms that as we have the continuation from the cliffhanger from last week. Goes without saying, it's going to be a brief review, but it will be full of spoilers, so go watch the episode first before checking this out. We continue directly with Mariner and Locarno and discussing what is going on, revealing the details of how he is gathering a fleet from these disaffected crews, uniting Lower Decks crews that feel unappreciated from all kinds of different species and gathering them into what he is calling the Nova Fleet, based off that move that got him kicked out of the Academy, the death of a fellow cadet in the episode from TNG, and he has been building this fleet as an antithesis, and he always promoting it to the general command structure, a more unified, everyone has an equal voice, but it's really not that at all. It's just he sees himself as the leader, and he's building this by being driven for so long by his ego and an unfulfilled life course, and a life really without a clear course. And here you see history repeat itself, as those are the forces that bring about his own downfall. Just like how getting picked out of the Academy, he's not changed, just got more aggressive and expansive with his perception of his place in the universe, and really brought about his own downfall as he tries to bring this group together and protect them with a shield network, and their failsafe is a secret weapon, a stolen Genesis device. And you really see his misconception of his perspective on even his closest friends and the reality of what they would have wanted and the sacrifices that they made through their lives. And you see that tied in to the growth of Mariner, as he sees her still as that younger first year cadet looking up to them, and doesn't recognize the growth that she's gone through, and she is the force on the inside then trying to help. She steals a Genesis device and tries to escape, and then from the outside, against Starfleet orders, the Cerritos goes to the rescue, but they're not powerful enough and don't have the capabilities to go through the shield, so they look for help. In an unexpected place, they go to the Orions, where Tendi can use her influence and get some access to a warship that they basically just ram into the shield as they are tricked and a vessel is not exactly what they bargained for. And in the process, we have acting Captain Bradward Boimler, who really shows his stuff and finally works through his nervousness and lack of confidence to show what he truly can be, channeling a lot of what he's emulated for so long and has never been able to truly grasp and utilize in his own effectiveness. He finally has a moment where he succeeds and channels that inner kind of, Captain Riker that Lee looks up to, and works really well. And everyone has that moment in this episode where they are really claiming their potential in a way that seems realistic to the growth of the characters, and that's how they get through and solve the issue. And of course, we have to have some lingering conflict, something to drive us towards Season 5. So, with the deal with the Orions, Tendi is, I'm assuming very temporarily, forced to leave her position in Starfleet. And I'm excited to see how that plays out. So overall, it was just a great solid finale. It worked together with all the underlying things that were played with this season, both in terms of character interaction and growth with the new responsibilities and trying to reach more personal growth moments, potential moments, as well as the underlying story of the mystery ship building and being revealed and being resolved. It all just kind of played together well. It worked. It was fine. And another thing that I think worked really well, which would have been a possible misstep, would be the small look back to the interactions during the Academy days, and fun to see original actor voices back when we look and we see Wesley Crusher and bringing back Sito Jaxa in a way that was not overplayed and felt very appropriate and respectful to the drama and the loss and the story of that character. It didn't use her in an overly comedic kind of silly way to take away from that. It didn't try and add any new twist. It just added some interaction and believability with the history that Mariner had with her and her looking up to her, and added a connection in a way that I thought was very meaningful, and in some ways even added rather than takes away from the great lasting emotion from one of my favorite episodes of The Next Generation. So overall, I thought that was played very respectfully and was done well and was tasteful, and the whole episode I think followed that pattern. It all worked well. I really have no complaints about this finale. It wasn't my overall favorite season finale of the show, but again, like the rest of season 4, instead of having one or two big standout moments or episodes, it was just one solid season. 10 episodes that flow together and just kind of work as one great cohesive narrative, with also having that episodic structure and without losing the sense of humor while not going overboard with it as well. So a great season. Definitely a thumbs up for season 4.